Hello students, welcome to all of you in SAM Alchemy classes. You know our discussion about hydrocarbons is continued class 11th unit 13. हाइड्रोकार्बन्स में इनका नॉमेनक्लेचर प्रीवियस सेगमेंट्स में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं एंड प्रिपरेशन ऑफ हाइड्रोकार्बन्स को भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. नाउ टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट फर्स्ट फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज. Physical properties of hydrocarbons. In physical properties, first, physical properties are not related to functional group of any compounds, although we know that there is no any functional group in alkanes. So in physical properties, these hydrocarbons, especially alkanes, in hydrocarbons, our discussion is based on alkane. Alkanes are colorless, odorless, ये कलरलेस भी होते हैं और ये ऑर्डरलेस भी होते हैं एंड टेस्टलेस भी होते हैं. एल्केन्स आर कलरलेस, ऑर्डरलेस एंड टेस्टलेस इन नेचर. इनका ना तो कोई टेस्ट होता है, ना ही कोई स्मेल होती है और ना ही इनका कोई कलर होता है. नेक्स्ट इज दीज आर एपोलर इन नेचर. एपोलर नेचर के होते हैं, इनमें पोलैरिटी नहीं होती है. जनरली पोलैरिटी इज एब्सेंट इन एल्केन्स बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस is very little, बहुत कम होता है between कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन. कार्बन एंड हाइड्रोजन के बीच का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस बहुत कम होता है. इसलिए कार्बन हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड इन एल्केन is almost apolar in nature. Since these are apolar, so as per solubility is concerned, solubility like dissolves like, जो जैसा है अपने जैसे नेचर को डिसॉल्व कर लेता है. तो ये लाइक डिसॉल्व्स लाइक में सिंस एपोलर नेचर के हैं, दैट्स व्हाई insoluble in water. Water is a polar solvent. So water में alkanes क्या होंगे? Insoluble होंगे. समझ लीजिएगा. Alkanes are apolar in nature due to very little difference of electronegativity between carbon and hydrogen. That's why carbon hydrogen bond is apolar in nature, and due to apolar nature these are solubles, means alkanes are soluble in organic solvents. Organic solvents में like carbon tetrachloride, like chloroform, like benzene etc. इनमें तो soluble होंगे, but water में soluble नहीं होंगे, means polar solvent. Insoluble in polar solvent. Alkanes are insoluble in polar solvents, and इनका जो एल्केन जो होते हैं लाइट होते हैं, लाइट इन वेट, ये हैवी नहीं होते हैं, लाइट इन वेट. दैट्स व्हाई लोअर मेंबर्स, स्पेशली लोअर मेंबर्स, floats on surface of water. Floats on सरफेस ऑफ वाटर. वाटर की सरफेस पर ये फ्लोट करते हैं. एल्केन्स फ्लोट्स ऑन सरफेस ऑफ वाटर एंड आर soluble in organic solvents that are apolar in nature, while insoluble in polar solvents like water. Next, as boiling point is concerned, boiling point, since in alkanes these are apolar in nature, so along with increase in increase in size of alkyl group आर चेन, जैसे जैसे इनकी चेन बढ़ती जाएगी, नंबर ऑफ कार्बन्स ऐड होते जाएंगे और जो एल्किल अटैच्ड है वो बल्कि होते जाएंगे, मेथिल, एथिल, प्रोपिल एंड सो ऑन। सो उनका साइज इंक्रीज करने से वांडर वाल फोर्सेस इंक्रीजेस। सो जैसे जैसे उनका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट बढ़ता जाएगा, जैसे जैसे उनका एल्किल ग्रुप बल्कि होता जाएगा, लॉन्गेस्ट चेन मूव की तरफ मूव करेंगे, सो उनका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट बढ़ने के साथ साथ वांडर वाल फोर्सेस इंक्रीज करेंगे एंड ड्यू टू इंक्रीज इन वांडर वाल फोर्सेस बॉइलिंग पॉइंट इंक्रीजेस। सो व्हाट इट मीन्स, मीथेन less than ethane, less than propane and so on, increasing order of BP। सबसे कम जिसका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट कम, उससे ज्यादा जिसका मॉलिक्यूलर वेट उससे ज्यादा, देन आफ्टर एंड सो ऑन। सो इंक्रीज इन मॉलिक्यूलर वेट और इंक्रीज इन एल्किल ग्रुप्स और इंक्रीज इन चेन boiling points increases gradually। So van der Waals forces directly proportional to boiling point, greater the van der Waals forces, higher will be boiling point, directly proportional to long chain directly proportional to bulky एल्किल, जितना एल्किल उससे बल्कि होगा, and van der Waals forces are inversely proportional to side chain। जितना साइड चेन ज्यादा होगी, ब्रांच जो होगा एल्केन, उतना ही van der Waals फोर्सेस कम होंगे, बिकॉज सरफेस एरिया कम होगा। van der Waals forces are inversely proportional to side chain while directly proportional to surface area means what? Higher the surface area, higher will be van der Waals forces, lower will be side chain कम होगी। So next is, if we take normal butane CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3, no branching, straight normal butane। next is CH3 CH CH3 CH3, this is isobutane। Since it's clear from both the structure, this is structure first and this is structure second। In first one, straight chain is present where no branching appears, so maximum surface area. Due to branching, surface area decreases. Decrease in surface area results decrease in van der Waals forces and ultimately BP decreases। So surface area, decrease in surface area, van der Waals forces decreases, increase in surface area, van der Waals forces increases, increase in side chain, van der Waals forces decreases। So here it has higher BP than this because it has greater surface area, and due to branching its surface area decreases। So decrease in surface area results decrease in van der Waals forces, results decrease in BP। So it's clear, first one is greater than second one, this is decreasing order of BP, decreasing order of boiling point of alkane, normal butane has higher BP than isobutane। Taking next, C5H12. Since we know general formula is CnH2n plus 2 for alkanes. CH3, CH2, 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 CH3. This is normal pentane. This is normal pentane. Now in branching, we can note it like this. This is isopentane. This is isopentane, and third one like this. This is neopentane. This is neopentane. This is first one, this is second one, and this is third. So here in normal, surface area is maximum. So maximum van der Waals force is maximum BP. Surface area decreases due to branching, van der Waals forces decreases, and BP decreases as compared to first. Maximum branching in neo in pentane, so it has least surface area, so least van der Waals forces, so least BP. That's why first is greater than, second is greater than third, and this is decreasing order of BP. Decreasing order of BP, boiling point का decreasing order of van der Waals forces, decreasing order of surface area, decreasing order of surface area, decreasing order of van der Waals forces, decreasing order of BP. This is all about for boiling point of alkanes. In lower members, from C1 to C4 are gases. मेंबर्स में C1 से C4 तक इनकी फिजिकल स्टेट गैसियस होती है. C5 to C17 these are liquid, and C18 onward these are solid. Here from C1 C4 are gases. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. LPG is a mixture of propane, butane, and isobutane. This is a mixture of this propane, butane, isobutane. C1 से C4 तक जो गैसेज हैं इनमें से प्रोपेन, ब्यूटेन एंड आइसोब्यूटेन जो हम डोमेस्टिक गैस यूज करते हैं, एलपीजी लिक्विफाइड पेट्रोलियम गैस, ये उसका मिक्सचर है और ये कलरलेस, टेस्टलेस, ऑर्डरलेस होते हैं. सभी एल्केन्स ये बता चुके हैं, बट you have observed some smell when there is leakage in LPG. How it happens? Since alkanes are orderless, तो जब orderless हैं तो ये स्मेल कहाँ से आती है? additional compound C2H5SH, ethyl mercaptan, also called ethane thiol is added. ethane thiol जो स्मेल हमें फील होती है एलपीजी लीकेज की, दैट स्मेल इज ड्यू टू प्रेजेंस ऑफ ethane thiol. ये ethane thiol एडिशनली उसमें मिक्स कर दिया जाता है because naturally alkanes are orderless. So how we can find out the leakage in LPG? So some additional compounds that have order are mixed like ethane thiol, so that we can find out the leakage in LPG connection. Next, After physical properties, next is chemical properties. Chemical properties. Generally, alkanes are very less reactive. That's why alkanes are also called as paraffins. Are called as paraffins, derived from Latin word parum. Parum means very less. Very less. Affinis, reactivity. Reactivity. So these are very less reactive in nature. Alkanes are very less reactive in nature due to single bond and saturated condition. They are not reactive in nature. That's why also called as paraffins. But certain reactions are carried out at high temperature and under high pressure and under specific catalysts. So first is oxidation. Oxidation. Oxidation is very interesting topic in the case of alkanes because under specific catalyst different products are obtained under different catalyst, different temperature, pressure, etc. So first is controlled oxidation. Controlled oxidation. What is controlled oxidation? In presence of specific catalyst and certain temperature and pressure, alkanes undergoes formation of different products. It's called controlled oxidation. Like when alkane like methane is oxidized in presence of copper, approx temperature 300 to 500 degrees centigrade, 300 to 500 degrees centigrade. Then alcohol is formed, CH3OH. This oxygen get added here and formation of alcohol CH3OH is formed. Like C2H5H. This is ethane, C2H6 oxidized in the same condition, formation of C2H5OH. Lower members of alkane like methane, ethane, propane up to can oxidize in presence of copper at very high temperature and pressure high pressure. Under very high pressure are converted into alcohols. Alkanes oxidized in controlled condition in presence of copper with high pressure and temperature, and alcohol is formed. Lower members undergo oxidation and gives alcohols. But when in oxidation, oxidizing agent like KMnO4 potassium permanganate is a strong oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent is used, then higher alkane that are branched, especially tertiary carbon containing like isobutane. Like isobutane can be also written in this way. This is isobutane. Those alkanes that contains at least one tertiary carbon, at least one tertiary carbon can be oxidized by oxidizing agent KMnO4. Lower members like methane, ethane, etc. can't be oxidized by KMnO4. समझ लीजिएगा, लोअर मेंबर्स KMnO4 से ऑक्सीडाइज नहीं होते हैं when there is at least one tertiary carbon in alkane it can be oxidized in presence of KMnO4 and tertiary alcohol is obtained in this way. OHCH3 CH3 tertiary butyl alcohol. Tertiary butyl alcohol are 2-methyl propane. आईपीएससी में पढ़ चुके हैं. 2-ऑल इज ऑब्टेन्ड. याद रखिएगा KMnO4 से ऑक्सीडाइज करने में एट लीस्ट 1 टर्शरी कार्बन की प्रेजेंस होनी चाहिए सो दैट कि वो ऑक्सीडाइज्ड होगा. नेक्स्ट इज when molybdenum oxide is used, then alkane under oxidation gives aldehydes. डायरेक्ट एल्डिहाइड का फॉर्मेशन हो जाएगा लाइक CH3H. दिस इज CH4 oxidized with in presence of molybdenum oxide under high pressure and temperature. Then the CH3 can be written in this way. This CH3 and this is CH4. Now from here HCHO with elimination of 2 hydrogen, so HCHO plus H2 is eliminated. Formaldehyde is formed. Methanol is formed under oxidation in presence of molybdenum oxide like CH3. So CH3 can be written like this and this can be written in this way. CH3 under oxidation in presence of molybdenum oxide under very high temperature and pressure. Again elimination of hydrogen and addition of oxygen here. So formation of CH3 CHO plus H2. Now acetaldehyde IPAC name will be ethanol. Ethanol is formed. So whenever oxidation, controlled oxidation is carried out under presence of specific catalyst molybdenum oxide, then from alkane aldehyde is obtained. Next one is in presence of manganese acetate or dry silver. This is dry silver. Now difference between dry silver and moist silver. Difference. Moist silver is AgOH while dry silver is Ag2O. When moist silver is heated strongly, dry silver is obtained. So this is the difference between moist silver and dry silver. Reactions of moist silver you will study in class 12 in alkyl halide under nucleophilic substitution. So what the product is obtained here, alkane under oxidation in presence of the catalyst mentioned here gives carboxylic acid. How? Like CH4 oxidized in presence of same silver, dry silver or manganese acetate, formation of carboxylic with elimination of water. The number of carbon of alkane will be same in the number of carbon of carboxylic. There is no any change in the number of carbon in product and reactants. So here 4 hydrogen, 1 carbon, 3 oxygen, 3 O. Next, C2H6 oxidized in presence of same like silver, dry silver or manganese acetate, formation of CH3, COOH plus H2O, and now here 3 oxygen. So ethane gives acetic acid while methane gives formic acid. Next is after controlled oxidation. Next one is combustion. Combustion. What is combustion? Combustion is also a type of oxidation. Combustion is a type of oxidation. A type of oxidation. But in combustion of all the organic compounds, when they undergo combustion, always the final product formed will be CO2 and H2O. Means what? Combustion is a type of oxidation where complete oxidation of an organic compound is carried out that results final product CO2 and H2O. So clear है combustion की definition. What is combustion? Combustion is a type of complete oxidation of an organic compound that always results CO2 and H2O. So same in the case of alkanes. In the case of alkanes like methane CH4, oxidized combustion gives CO2 plus H2O. CO2 in gaseous form. 1 carbon, 4 hydrogen, 2 H2O, 4 oxygen, 4 O. Like this, another C2H6 ethane undergo oxidation, combustion, formation of CO2 in gaseous form with elimination of water. Now you have 2 carbon, 2 CO2, 6 hydrogen, 3 H2O, 2, 2, 4, 3, 7, 7 oxygen. Complete oxidation of an organic compound that results CO2 and water. Next and last in oxidation, incomplete oxidation. Incomplete oxidation. What is incomplete? In insufficient oxygen. When insufficient supply of oxygen is carried out, then product formed will be carbon monoxide and coke. From alkane, the product formed will be carbon monoxide and coke under insufficient supply of oxygen. I repeat, incomplete oxidation. The amount of oxygen required for complete oxidation that results CO2 and H2O is called combustion. The insufficient amount of oxygen is used for oxidation of alkanes, so product formed will be carbon monoxide and coke. So this is the case of incomplete oxidation, like CH4 when oxidized under incomplete oxidation, then CO plus H2, 2H2 hydrogen eliminated, carbon monoxide is formed. CH4 oxidized, along with it mixture is obtained, coke plus H2. This coke formed coke. Black carbon are also called as soot. It is obtained. So this is all about for the oxidation, incomplete oxidation, then combustion, then controlled oxidation. It was all about related to oxidation of alkanes. Students, in next segment we will continue the chemical properties of alkanes. Till then, thank you everybody.